Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Victoria 2, Heart of Darkness, Italy. Let's unpause the game, speed it up to 3, and continue on with what we were doing. Basically, as our commerce raiders are, in theory, slowly getting built, but it looks like we're kind of short on steamer convoys. Which is good, because as these are getting built, as you can see, we need to work on getting the naval supply up. Which means we gotta get battleship column doctrine up, which means I want to finish off ideological thought. And then from there, get the battleship column doctrine so we can expand our naval bases to level 2, which is going to have, good things going on. Namely, increased colonial points, I think, and increased naval abilities, so that's a good thing. What we're also going to want to do, obviously, is get our clippers upgraded to steamers, because, it's better that way. Modinia, you're Italian, absolutely. And what we also need to do is take a look at some places along the coast of Africa where we could conquer. So we got some resupply options, because we're gonna need some resupply options to be able to resupply to make it around into Asia, which is critical. So there's been some suggestions, of course, of Sokoto, who are massive and don't really have a good port, which is critical. So we might have to go for Calabar first, I'm thinking, with the spices, and, they're allied with Benin, but I don't think that'll be much of a problem. Just gonna try and get the in-game sound turned down just a little bit more, just for me. Where is Benin? There it is. What does Benin have? Cows and tropical wood. We might look at taking both of them, but for sure, Calabar here, that would be a good step, and it's not too far. I figure our clippers should be able to reach there if they were able to reach into the Americas. There's no reason to think that it can't reach other places as well. Of course, we could look at expanding a bit more in in Central America as well. El Salvador might not be a bad bet. They've got coffee and tropical wood, and not much of a military. We've got a strong enough force in the region to take them out and conquer them fairly effectively. So that's another possibility. But of course, expanding in Central America is kind of limited. It doesn't open up the rest of the world like getting a foothold in Africa would. So, without further ado, I think justifying a war, obviously, we want to establish protectorate. We have no infamy. This is going to cost 15. So in a new way of me thinking about infamy, it's like credit. Like right now we've got 25 credit, and it's kind of pointless not to spend it. You don't want to go over. You don't want to owe more than you can pay back. But you see, there we go, 13.96. That's all we want. That's, we don't want any more infamy than that. In a rather embarrassing blunder, several of our soldiers in the uniform of Calabar have been caught while trying to sneak across the border. Well, the rumors that their task was to stage a border incident to justify our invasion are totally unfounded. It would be wise not to provide any fresh fuel for the fire right now. And that's okay. We're in no real rush to get this war justification done, and it's not going to take long at all to get it done. So, that's okay. Because, we got other things to take care of. We're going to be, just shifting clergy training out of Sardinia and Corsica and into something else. I guess we could probably pull the craftsmen off of Hispaniola and, I guess, switch it over to clergy. That's kind of conflicting, but we'll give it a shot. As you can see, the clergy in Hispaniola definitely need to get in there. What do we got? We're expanding a cement factory? Okay. I don't necessarily think we need to expand all that much, but hey. One other thing, one suggestion that was out there was Egypt, and taking a look at it, Egypt is not looking like it's a satellite of anyone. Let's take a look at the diplomacy. They are hostile to everyone except neutral to us. I like that. So what we can do is just start influencing them. I'm not concerned about getting influence in the Italian states. That's going along swimmingly. Of course, except for Parma. I think it's 1853 that we can start influencing them. Sometime around there. Let's see. Show wars. Yeah, until the 26th of March, 1853. So it's coming up quick. We've got Prussian relations, anti-foreign revolt, the Russian Empire is expanding, our ancestors, gas dies, prices rise, the American slavery debate, and of course, the big story, war between Netherlands and Kalimantan. Good job, Netherlands. The Temperance League, with the ravages of alcohol taking a daily toll on our people, tearing away every day with newfound intensity at the moral and spiritual fabric of our national character, it becomes imperative for us to bond together in defense of public virtue and to educate and uplift the poor and the downtrodden to the virtues of temperance. What's wrong with a few drinks? Lowers militancy, and lowered militancy is good. Less of a chance of people rising up and being militant. Liberty should always be defended. And as everyone knows, Calabar is out to get us. They're coming right for us. So that negates the penalty we picked up earlier. So that's good. We'll get a little clergyman going in Savoy. And just keeping to make sure that our literacy rates are going to stay nice and improve. 35.8%. That's you know, it's certainly not as good as Sweden or Switzerland, I'll tell you that much. We have not made any progress on the commerce raiders. Let's check. Where is... Thank you. We'll just leave that paused for now. We can get a new ideology. We'll touch on that momentarily. What I'm concerned about is where is the steamers at? Right here. So let's see. None available for our country. Obviously, they're not being mass-produced yet. So, you know. New ideas have come to our nation. Free prestige, why not? Remove the First Minister. We don't need to do that. We've got quite a few things we could do here, though. Enable vassal release. We don't need to do that. I guess we don't have quite a few things to do. We've got things that we don't really want to do. So that's fine. We need research, which means we need the Battleship Column Doctrine. We should get that relatively quickly. A year and a bit, and we can grab another clergyman in Honduras to get that going and get our literacy, presumably, you know, as best as it can to be where it should be. And I don't know if I'm really making sense today, guys. My commentary's kind of off. Hey, alright. We've got that set, so we will take the troops, load them up, send them down. And then we can probably speed it up to speed 4 to get them there quicker. Army organization is increasing. That's always a good thing, especially as we march off to war. And I guess I should also check the relations here. Go to diplomacy. You're neutral to everybody. I'm not sure they've got any, you know, European friends, which makes life much, much easier. Come along. Hello, Spanish lands and great uncolonized swaths of Africa. We're picking up a little bit of attrition, but nothing we can't handle. We got quite a large British fleet here. Proto-existentialism, that's good. Anarcho-liberals in Hamburg, my word. Whoa. It seems that Bavaria has decided to back the Russian Empire. Let's take a look at this crisis that's a brewing. We have... What is this? Masovia. Crisis over the liberation of Congress Poland. Well, we'll see if Poland gets any backers before we commit. Yes, we're interested, correct. Yes, we do not want to lose prestige. So let's go back, take a look. Who do we want to side with? Do we want to side with Prussia or Bavaria? Well, let's take a look at the great powers. And I'm thinking we're going to want to side with Prussia, but we'll let the other great powers do their thing momentarily. There we go. This could potentially... What? No, don't we... Am I confused? Did I go too early? Did it take us too long to sail here? I'm so confused. Where's Benin? Benin, where you at? There you are. Can we declare war on you? No. Well... Crap. That didn't work out at all. We grabbed a ton of infamy, and we can't go to war. It shouldn't have... When did we get our war justification? January 3rd, 1853. It is now the 7th of June, 1853. We've gained the established protectorate Cazabella against Calabar. Are they a protectorate of someone now? I don't think so. Oh, we can't declare war if we're in a bloody crisis? Well, that's dumb. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, well, we'll support the Prussian side. And as tempting as it is to leave these... Well, let's see. Can we go to Spain and ask for military access? No, not them. What about the Portuguese? No. By a lot. Oh, the Portuguese hate us. I would imagine Spain probably hates us too. Not really. 64 though, still. It's this damn infamy we've got. What about you? Military access? They will not accept. Yeah. Well, crap. Okay, we'll send them back to Cagliari. We'll get those guys out of the way so it doesn't get confusing. And hopefully this crisis will solve itself before we make it back and we can just turn around and do it all over again. We'll do a whistle-stop tour because that gives us prestige. Oh, we got enough clergymen in Honduras. So, crap. Now we gotta figure out... Oh, tickle in my throat there. Now we gotta figure out something else to do. We'll encourage immigration to our colonies. I think that makes sense. Let's see how this old crisis is going. Backer the Netherlands. Well, we could snag some Netherlands territory. Oh. We're good with clergymen in Savoy. So that's good. And what do we want to encourage here? Maybe we'll want to encourage some soldiers. Why not? We could use the men in uniform. Although it's already at 3.6%, I have a feeling that's where most of our soldiers are coming from. So let's remove soldiers from Piedmont and put it in Piedmontian Sardinia. What do we got there? 3.5%. That's still okay. So how about Savoy? 3.7%. All right. Well, that's not going to work. Remove that, and we will tell you to... I don't know. Can we start a crisis anywhere? Can we, like... Probably not. Well, who's the Ottoman Empire allied to? They are allied to France. So it might not be a good idea to start a crisis in France. Can we do anything in Moldavia? No. Can we do anything in Wallachia? No. Serbia? No. What the heck? Ruthenia? Where did you come from? Surely then in Austria we could, you know... Because I don't think the Austrians are really... Well, no, they kind of like us. I don't know what to do. I don't necessarily want to start picking on the French. What to do? This is not making for good watching. I do apologize. We'll go here and we'll just say... Craftsmen? We do need craftsmen there, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay. We'll get that going, although I'm not pleased with it. How's our Navy looking? Making it back home? The blight of 1853. Spare no effort in relieving the poor suffering of the local farmers. So, yeah, we just need to wait for Great Britain to get involved, and hopefully they side with the Prussians. Oh, there we go. We don't have much time left. We can go back, and we might as well just declare war now. Establish protectorate. We won't bother calling in our allies. We'll just proceed. There we go. And sorry to turn you guys back around. But they should be able to make it there without losing their ships. It's a contentious election. We'll see how things go. State capitalism. State capitalism is the most favored. So... yeah, we'll increase the likelihood of people enjoying state capitalism. Encourage craftsmen, 11%. I don't know if we need to encourage any more craftsmen there. We're going to stick with it, though, because I don't know what else to do. Limited citizenship. Two debaters are arguing heatedly about their views. The rest of the hall sits dumbfounded when words like aliens, minorities, ethnic and cultural groups are thrown between the two. One wish that immigrants should adapt to the dominant culture, while the other believes that they should retain their cultural heritage. Limited citizenship. Let the trade policy take its course. It's best if governments stay out of economic policies, in my opinion. Anyway, Two Sicilies, how's it going? Increase opinion, please. There we go. Slowly but surely, we're going to get those Italian states in our sphere. No question about it. 13% attrition. Yeah, I probably should have sent them back and let them do their thing. But if I'd done that, we would have lost the Cause Belli on Benin. So, you know, we're making do with what we've got. Let's just see. No, we cannot put the fat cats on trial. Let's stand with our military. The black smoke pouring out from the pit in long, drawn-out billows reeks of coal and fire, and the intensity of the smell almost drowns out an undertone of burnt flesh. A hurried commotion breaks out as the survivors of the great explosion of 1854 scurry to save what is left of the coal mine. I'll blame the management. You can see, our economy is a little bit worse for wear at the moment, but to be honest, with £1.25 million, we don't really need to worry about that at the moment. We are patriots and we're going to fight for our freaking country, sir. Justice demands it. I like the sound of that. Naval base, max level 1. Let's get our troops in and fighting first. It's really all I care about. Artisans in Honduras fear for their livelihoods. In every stall and every market, there seems to be more and more goods stocked from abroad. Launch the counter-campaign. You guys are just going to have to deal with it, man. Okay, let's pause. They've got a slightly decent amount. How is that guy? Not great on morale, not great on attack, but my god, his organization. Let's hope that, coupled with technology, starts kicking some ass. We've got our battleship doctrine. So we might as well start looking at what we can do next. State and government is always good. What is it? 54. Oh, there we go. Education efficiency, 10%. That's not bad. Tax and administration. Research points, 5%. I like the sound of that. It's probably going to take a while to get. Well, not bad. Not bad. Unless that's like December. But it isn't. It's September. So, you know, we'll roll with it. We are going to send you guys back. Hopefully you make it home. Because I have a feeling if we sit here and wait for this country to get captured, things might go bad. Minorities under attack. Bring the retribution seekers to justice. People, please. We're all pink on the inside. Increase opinion. Friendly! That's a step in the right direction. You know what? We might capture Benin quick enough here. Or not Benin. Calabar. Oops. Trade policies debated. I'll leave the tariffs where they are. I don't think we've got too much in the way of tariffs. Go ahead and land. Just in time. That's good. Let's see. Whoa, no, not Medina. You, go to diplomacy. Propose a peace. Annex. Perfect. And we can right away start expanding the naval base there. So we can repair our clippers. And, you know, get the troops moving. Let's take a look at what Sokoto actually has. There is a lot of grain, a lot of fruit. We got some horses. That's good. We got a little bit of cotton, so we could even get a fabric factory going back home. Yeah, that really wouldn't be a bad little addition. We might have to do that. Anyway, in the meantime, we should expand our naval bases. Well, we can. There we go. Get all those taken care of. Excellent. A coalition of reactionaries and conservatives, or conservatives and reactionary. Looks like the reactionaries declared victory, though, so that's pretty good. I'm appreciative of that. Especially since now we can build factories again, which is good, although I don't think there's really any factory that we need to build. The growth of our colonies has turned Turin into the consistently expanding cultural and economic nave of an empire. Every day with every passing hour, people from every conceivable corner of the world have made ours arrive in our capital. To court our ministers, to trade with merchants, engineers, and industrialists, and to experience any one of the multitude of fates that Turin affords its visitors. Yay! So we're kicking ass on prestige, and that's good, because I think really at the moment that's the only thing that's keeping us a great power. If we take a look, Bavaria has passed us with their industry. Those bastards. We're still nicely ahead of the Netherlands, though, which is good. I like being ahead of the Netherlands. Let's take a look. First Minister appointed, a Lord Admiral. Wonderful. We gotta go to population and say, hey, Hispaniola, you've got enough clergy. We're doing fine. But how's about we encourage some immigration? And then if we take a look at Piedmontian Biafra, we could probably do to get some clergy in there. Well, not really. I mean, it's going to be good to get it up to 2%, but there's not a lot of people there to have to worry about, you know, what's really going on. Let's quickly check on Egypt. Anybody getting themselves out of the hostile belt? No. So this is good. Instead of conquering Egypt, if we just get them in our sphere, theoretically, we should have... The Ottoman Empire is certainly growing. We should be able to... get the cotton from them. And set up a fabric factory in... Well, in Piedmont. Which I guess we could do right now anyway. We just have to buy our fabric off the world market. So let's go ahead and build one. Not that we necessarily have the people to staff the factory at the moment, but we should still get the little bit of a production bonus. Although that does need a regular clothes factory, which we do have, and that does need a fabric factory to get a 20% little bonus, and a dye factory as well. I guess we could build one of them too. I don't know if we've got fake dye. Let's see. We'll just give that a good old-fashioned pause-a-roo. Now, we don't have the technology for fake dye, but we can get it. We can get that technology. What have we got? A lavish exhibition. Yes, please. And a national conference. Yes, please. We're back up to 6th. Take that, Bavaria. Sons of Afro-Antillean labor. Speak softly. Yep, if it wasn't for this prestige, we certainly would not be where we are today. Factory output tech is increased. So slowly but surely, we should be seeing increases in factories, in industry score. That's what I'm thinking. And really, once we get all of Italy under our belt, yeah, we should be sitting pretty. And after our success here, we should be looking for another little location that we could grab a port from. Then will it maybe right smack dab in the middle of British South Africa? I'm certainly looking at Zosa here. Because we're not going to get anything from the Portuguese Africa, that's for sure. And Madagascar is safely in the French, camp. Although we could go for Oman too, couldn't we? Have you got anything worth taking down here, Oman? Maybe in Zanzibar? Not really, just a bunch of grain. Well, we don't need more grain. Oh, hello, cotton. That might not be a bad spot. Galeti, kind of far still to sail, but not bad. And of course, if we can get Egypt in our sphere of influence and we can build the Suez Canal, it's kind of a moot point. Although then we'll be looking at places like Tigray and Gondar to expand ourselves in the correct direction that we need to be going. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. We got the collectivist theory. Thank you very much, Mr. Marx. Industry score could probably do to get a little bit of a boost. Is it inorganic chemistry that gives us the dye factory? Synthetic dyes. It is. I don't know if we really want to jump to inorganic chemistry at the moment, though. Perhaps some other, industrial technology would be a better bet. I'm thinking the practical steam engine. Let's be honest. Practicality is important. And steam engines are also important. How's the fleet looking? I guess it's not going to start repairing until the naval base is done, so that's going to be a couple years yet. Intervene immediately. Why not? Edward Bernstein, a German Social Democratic Party guy. +3 prestige. I'm glad he decided to come to Italy instead of sticking around in boring old Germany. Well, in boring old German region. We cannot act at this time. We're not going to close bars. I'm sorry. Especially not a nice. which is now predominantly North Italian, so I appreciate that. That is good. We still have some French up in Savoy here, but again, predominantly North Italian. I like to see that. We should take a look at the rebels that are growing. The Haitian Liberation Movement is a bit of a concern. 42,000 people. I don't think so. And censored press. I don't think so either. There we go. Using up those points. On that note, I think it's going to be a great place to leave the episode. For today, Sardinia Piedmont, save it. So thumbs up if you have enjoyed this episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.